you do not care for your freedom and democracy, nobody will care for you, and you will be enslaved only by the strongest nation.
This was the reminder of retired Sandigan Bayan, Associate Justice and Veterans Federation of the Philippines President Manuel Pamaran to the seemingly forgetful society about the lessons of the World War II, the deadliest and the most destructive human conflict ever recorded in history. The 92-year-old Pamaran is among the 4,841 living war survivors. Originally, there were 260,000 of them who came forward to the calls of the United States and the Philippine Commonwealth to resist the Imperial Japanese invaders in the Philippines during the 1940s. He says Filipinos today must look at any surviving war veteran as a monument of valor and bravery.
Without the veterans of World War II defending the country, then we will have no country which we can call our own.
As young as 12 years old, Pamaran already knew the plight of the Filipino citizenry against the Japanese forces, who started smashing the backbone of America's Philippine defenses in Clark, Pampanga, just a few hours after the infamous Pearl Harbor attack in Hawaii on December 7, 1941. Ignited by the spirit of adventure, Pamaran joined the anti-Japanese group Hunters ROTC Guerrillas, established after the dissolution of the Philippine Military Academy. He was a young farm laborer, yet, at his age, he was aware of the danger the country was facing.
When the war broke out, I was only a second-year student of high school. So all schools were closed because the Japanese start bombing every school and every town indiscriminately, and therefore the government decided to close the school. And we, who were still young, 12, 13.
In fact, his age became an advantage in performing a daring task to spy against the Japanese invaders and provide information to the fighting Filipino resistance movement, mostly stationed in the mountains of Luzon.
I was too young, and what I will do is to write on a piece of paper what I will see along the road, the Japanese concentration and the sentries. How many Japanese were there?
With his heroism, he received numerous recognitions for his important participation as an intelligence officer during the Second World War. But decades after the liberation of the Philippines and the surrender of Bataan and Corregidor Island, which the country commemorates every 9th of April, Pamaran, who is now the head of a government-chartered organization aimed at preserving the welfare of war veterans, appeals to the government for intensified support and expansion of benefits to family members.
They fought for the country, and we are now enjoying the independence that they preserved, but they are receiving only 5,000 a month. And some of these veterans are sickly and very poor.
It was only December last year when Republic Act 11-164 was enacted into law. The law mandates the increase of monthly old age pension of senior veterans or those who fought during the World War II, Korean, and Vietnam Wars. For the longest time, veterans from 65 years old and beyond were only receiving 5,000 pesos as pension. It was just last January of the same year when the 300% increase took effect. But according to PVAL, old war veterans are also entitled to other pension benefits in case of disability and death. Additionally, they shall receive health care and burial assistance as well as educational assistance for their dependents.
And at least some appropriation from the housing committee in order that they can establish even a hovel or a small hut. But right now, the poor veterans are under the mercy of some landlords. They are ejected or evicted from one person to another, and so instead of concentrating on their livelihood, they are concentrating on where to stay.
Hana Tabios, Manila Bulletin.